Hello, Days of Our Lives fans. This is for Tuesday, June the 4th. Please subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Well, Roman still has his butt in a knot, saying, I can't believe Leo had the nerve to come in here. For all those months, he could have easily just told us that was Nicole's baby. And I miss him. I think of him as my grandson. Got his grandson jerked away. Kate's like, I got my own problems, dude. I ain't heard from Lucas in I don't know how long. Roman's like, well, call him. He's like, yeah, I can. She calls and she finds out. He left a few days ago with some guy with short hair and blue eyes. They think it's Harris. And a little bit later, Lucas calls her. And yes, it was Harris. And he is in Montana with Harris and Ava. That ticks her off. So Xander walks up on Kayla, telling Sarah, don't get any more tattoos, with Xander's name on it or anything. And he walks up and he's like, it's okay, Julie. I put all my dirty ways behind me. I'm strictly a good man. I'm not doing nothing bad. All I want to do is be a good husband and a good father. Sarah wants him to invite his mother to the wedding. He's like, no, she's a drunk. And she's a bad drunk, a mean drunk. And she said, well, it's been years. Maybe she's changed. So he agrees to let her try to track him down. Patch is packing his bags. He's getting ready to sneak out and head to Montana, but in comes Chad. Hey, man, what's happening? What is going down with the case? The Clyde case. I can't get him off my mind. Where is he? What's happening? So he tells him, Harrison, Ava, and Lucas, they're already in Montana. He's headed that way. They're pretty sure he's there. He's like, we're airing up the Demerara jet, and off we go. So he didn't want Chad to go, but they're going. Open the door and there's Kayla, and she's PO'd, man. So Chad leaves and she begs him to stay. She's worried sick about him. She said, do it for me, Steve. And I mean, Patch is a good man. So anyway, Chad went on without him. Well, Harris is roughing up our old boy Snake, who won't give up where Clyde is. He said, that's a good way to get myself killed if I did know this guy, Clyde. And he said, besides, my name's Snake, not Rat. But, Harris roughed him up a little bit later. So, these guys still got Goldman. Ava and Lucas still got Goldman. And look at Ava there, the expression on her face. She's eating some of that gluten-free bread, and she's like, this is nasty. Tastes like cardboard. She said, what is this, sponge? And she starts breaking off pieces of the bread and throwing it at Goldman. Oh my God, it was so funny. I was laughing so hard. I love when we see the psycho, I'm trying to be decent, but I'm going to kick your ass, Ava. And that's what we got. And she's just talking to her like a dog, throwing stuff on her like she's garbage. It's just so hilarious. Goldman deserves it. She's like, you tried to kill my son. So she's not going to give him up, and they try to gag her, and she screams. They gag her back, and Ava whips out a gun, and she's telling her, you better tell me where he is. He's going to be gone. He's going to jail. Yeah, well, she didn't say he's going to jail. Anyway, Ava's there, and she tells Lucas, Lucas, you need to step away because you're in the splatter zone. And Lucas like, what are you for real, man? No, you can't do this. I'm trying to get an early release from jail. I'll be considered an accessory even though I didn't do anything. And he gets her to give him the gun. Man, she's going to blow her away. She ain't got no patience for this woman who tried to kill her son. Get the hell out of Dodge, man. We're talking about Ava Vitale. She told her she has been itching for some revenge since she tried to kill her son. So, after Lucas gets the gun away from Ava, Ava goes out and searches Goldman's car. They find her cell phone. And on her cell phone is a bunch of missed texts from your boy Clyde. And he's like, where are you? How long you been gone so long? So they find out he's at the Slappy camping ground or Happy camping ground. I don't know. So Ava decides that she's going to take what's her name's jacket, send him a message and say, meet me and go get him. Not a good idea, Ava. But she does it anyway and leaves Lucas there with what's her name. So that's her wrestling her for the jacket. Ava is so badass. So Anyway, after she's gone, uh, is when Lucas sees all of his missed messages from his mom, and he's telling Goldman, "Man, I'm afraid to call her back. She, she's, she's, uh, she's gonna be so ticked that I missed her. She's gonna be so ticked that I'm here. Oh my man!" And he's just rambling on to Goldman, who's kind of shaking her head sometimes and stuff, while Lucas tells her his mommy problems. So anyway, they're sitting there, and of course, here goes Ava. She goes over and she meets Clyde, and he's like, "Where you been?" And he's putting stuff in, and he raises up and realizes it's Ava, our girl Ava. And there she is in her hat and gun. And he's like, "Ava Vitale, how did you find me?" And I don't remember what she says to him. And he says, "Are you the reason all this is going to shit?" So he tries to talk her down and talk her out of it. As he's moving closer to her, she makes it clear to him she don't want to take him to jail or nothing. She wants to blow his ass away. And she was getting ready to, until Harris walked up. And that's how it ended. That's a wrap. Please subscribe.